This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Your toddler's brain is building language connections faster than at any other time in life, yet most of their day is filled with adults talking around them, not with them. In the car, at breakfast, during diaper changes, tiny bids for conversation are constantly slipping past. You're probably already narrating your day around your toddler. We're putting on socks. Time for oatmeal. Let's get in the car. That's helpful background noise, but it's not the kind of talk that supercharges growth. The real magic happens in those tiny moments when your child actually responds. A point, a grunt, a dat, or a made-up word that only makes sense to them. Those are your green lights. This is where a subtle shift matters. Less like delivering a weather report, more like hosting a call-in show where your toddler is the star guest. Instead of pouring out words in one long stream, you're tossing short, inviting comments and questions, and then leaving space for them to jump in. Over time, these micro-conversations don't just add up, they change the structure of your daily routine, turning car rides, grocery runs, and bath time into reliable practice rounds for real back-and-forth talk. Here's where it gets interesting. Those little back-and-forths you're already noticing aren't just cute moments, they're measurable brain workouts. Studies using tiny recorders clipped to kids' clothes show that it's not the amount you talk at your toddler, but how often they get a turn back that predicts later language, self-control, and even school readiness. Think less background podcast they overhear, more small group discussion where they're invited in. And instead of adding more activities, you're mostly remixing the ones you already do. Meals, errands, cleanup, bedtime. When researchers actually counted what was happening in families' everyday chatter, a clear pattern emerged. Toddlers who heard more true back-and-forth talk weren't just a little ahead, they were on a different trajectory. In one large study, every extra 10 turns per hour linked to a full point boost on language tests. That doesn't come from heroic, hours-long teaching sessions. It comes from tiny shifts in how you respond when your child makes any sound, gesture, or word. The twist: your toddler doesn't need you to be endlessly creative. They need you to be contingent, to hook your words onto whatever is already lighting up their brain. If they're staring at the ceiling fan, that's your topic. If they're banging a spoon, that's your topic. You're not auditioning for most interesting monologue, you're following their channel and adding subtitles. A lot of adults default to one of two modes: tour guide, constant explaining, or quiet observer, letting the child play in peace. The sweet spot is somewhere in between, where you briefly join their world, then hand the conversational ball back. That's where tools like getting down at eye level, using clear sing-songy speech with real grammar, and leaving pauses become practical, not theoretical. They're just ways of lowering the noise in the signal so your toddler can detect, copy, and experiment. Here's where it helps to think like a home cook improving a favorite recipe. You're not throwing out everything you do, you're tweaking the ingredients you already have. A diaper change might already include labels: wipe, diaper, all done. But now you sprinkle in turn-taking. You say a short phrase, wait, then build on whatever comes back, even if it's just a squeal. Meal times might move from eat your peas on repeat to a few quick volleys about the squish, color, or number of peas, always giving your child a beat to answer in their own way. Many parents worry, if I talk this much with my toddler, won't I run out of things to say? In practice, the opposite happens. Once you start letting your child's focus set the agenda, your job gets simpler. Notice, name, wait, expand. The goal isn't to perform. It's to turn the ordinary moments you already have into reliable opportunities for shared attention and shared words, without adding a single extra activity to your day. Think of your day in conversation zones. In the car, you might spot a truck. Say, "Big truck," then pause. If your toddler babbles or points, you can add, "Yes, loud red truck." At the store, they reach for bananas. You say, "You want this?" And wait. A nod, grunt, or tiny "yeah" lets you reply, "Yellow banana, You picked it. The content isn't fancy. It's tethered to what their hands and eyes are already doing. During play, swap long speeches for short ping-pong turns. They stack a block, you say, "Up, up," and stop. They knock it down, you answer, "Boom, fell down." Bath time becomes, "Splash!" Pause, then echo whatever sound they make and nudge it forward. "Splah!" Yes, splash water. Even tech moments can shift. If you must use your phone, narrate one or two things you see, then turn back and wait for any response. You're not aiming for perfect dialogue, just one more return serve than yesterday. As AI toys and smart speakers get chattier, the risk is they start soaking up turns your toddler could be having with you. Those systems can flag chances to respond, but they can't feel your child's mood or notice when a "no" is really "I'm tired." Policy changes may soon mean doctors can prescribe talk like medicine, tailored to your child's strengths and stresses. Think of it less as a script and more like a personalized playlist that updates as your toddler's needs change. Your challenge this week: pick one routine, bedtime, breakfast, or bath, and treat it like a standing talk date. No extra toys, no agenda. Just notice what your toddler reaches for or looks at, put words on it, and leave space. Over days, you may spot new sounds or gestures sneaking in, like tiny bonus tracks added to your familiar family playlist. This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow!